We're back from that hiatus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're feeling a little rusty because Silent Hill. Get it?
Oh. Oh, we're back, baby. And I bet you regret it.
Don't worry, I hate me too.
Oh my goodness. It's Silent Hill 3. We're about to go into the spookier version of Brookhaven Hospital, like it hasn't already been spooky enough.
Is this a gated community?
Wow, oh my god.
You're welcome. ×2.
I didn't know Geop was on this Let's Play, but here he is.
Look, Geop gave me some presents, and he gave me a Funko Pop Garfield, so I've been adopted, and Geop is now my dad. Our LP dad is now my my dad.
It's downright heartwarming.
Yeah, I love Geop. What's up, Geop?
He's wonderful. He's
He's a great dude. He is my Garfield bot at literally anything that he finds on Twitter or anywhere on the internet that is Garfield related. That dude sends it to me immediately.
He'll tag you in it. Oh my god.
Legit, last night I got a message from him at like 11 o'clock, and it was just like Garfield shit, and I was like, "Fuck yes,
great.
I love this man, Geop. You're a saint among sinners."
I don't know how to segue that into being related to Silent Hill, but here we are.
Well, what do you think John drank semen in Otherworld Silent Hill?
Anyway, this part is kind of cool because it's kind of just like leading you by like the hand through the spooky area. You're not allowed to explore anything here. It seems really like a maze, but it ain't because there's really no other place to go but the way these hallways want you to go. Very foreboding.
It's amazing. Get it?
I do.
Shit.
Oh, also I had to add audio for this part. You're welcome, everybody.
I was about to say, like, I remember this part getting cut.
But yeah, Heather has a weird flashback upon seeing this symbol, and it's a flashback to the VHS tape of Silent Hill 1.
Still has an unusually high fever. Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Why? What is keeping that child alive?
And we already talked about the legality of this stuff in another episode, so.
Yeah, Thessaly Lerner was not paid for that part, so in the PC version, it is completely quiet, and I had to add it in post.
So good. The fanciness.
And it's weird without the dang audio. It's like super weird without it. Like you can tell something's supposed to be there. Just like the earlier one with Harry Mason talking about the other world. Like that, it's completely silent. It's very awkward.
Yeah, 100% weird. But I'm glad that we have a good editor making this LP who thought about adding it back in because it was weird without it.
Ayo.
Ayo.
You're welcome, everybody.
It's your girl, VB.
It's your Berg.
It's your Berg.
I love this freaking room.
I love it so much. Like the sound effects, that wonderful Lisa mouth down there.
Mm-hmm. The wall says, "What a wonderful world" in blood. It's like really hard to read. I didn't know that until I played this on PC. I was like, "What the fuck? There's writing there."
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed it when I played it on the PlayStation 2. You can really make out all the textures in this baby on the PC.
Mm-hmm. And that flame effect really comes across on PC. It didn't really come across on the PS2.
It's a lot more blurry, but it also works really nicely.
Yes. See, I love among the things that I like about Silent Hill 3 is that sort of technical, like, pushing of the PS2 and what its capabilities were. It's really
They did a lot of crazy stuff here. And yeah, if you go back into that room, we just climbed the ladder up. The ladder's gone. Everything's gone. And also, when you come back in this room, it's not as noisy, which is why I did that. Because you come out from that area, and it's just like a cacophony of nonsense. You just cannot think. It's awful sounding. So I was like, I'm just going to go in and out of this thing, and now I can hear myself think. Yay.
Incredible. The power of thought. Scribble, scribble.
It's really hard to navigate this hallway because all of the doors are very hard to suss out with these incredible animated textures all over them.
They're really cool, aren't they? What is that effect supposed to be, do you think?
I think it's just like blood running through capillaries on the walls. That's how I've interpreted it.
That same. Yep. Capillaries was the operative word that came to mind.
Or as you say it in British, capillaries.
What?
It's true.
Aluminium? Ugh, man.
I had a British science teacher once, and they were all vitamins and capillaries, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you said that different.
Did you yell at him?
No,
Stop
I was too shy to yell, trust me. High school me was way too shy to yell at British men. Now I do it all the time on twitter.com. No.
My favorite website for yelling at men.
British men especially.
Ah, yes. Hey.
The hand outside the window. What? What about it? I asked Nora about that, and she was like, "Oh, it's just one of those like Japanese trailing off things. Like, there's a hand outside the window. But if you translate literally, it's just the hand outside the window. ... And if you don't have context, like she didn't, there you go. It's just a sentence fragment.
Sentence fragments, just phrases. I like quoting Mystery Science Theater. Anyways, what's it? I'm not gonna say it.
Look at this guy's stupid shoes. He's got like Kirby shoes.
Oh hell yeah!
Doofy ass shoes.
I want. Help me make those shoes, IRL. Someone help. Whitney, make me those shoes. Whitney, I need those blocky ass shoes.
We are referencing too many actual friends of ours. People listening to this are gonna be like, who are these people?
Wendy Chavis, owner and operator of, I forget the name of it. Silent Hill Historical Society, my bad.
Yes.
Yeah. And generally just chill, cool person.
Best Silent Hill fan out there, probably.
Okay, so I'm mad.
You're mad?
I'm mad because we've got, okay, so Wonderful 101 fans are getting their game back.
Yeah, good for y'all.
Deadly, yeah, good for y'all. Like, that's cool, great. You guys are great. Congrats. We've got,
Deadly Premonition 2.
Deadly Premonition 2. We've got...
Woo!
What?
I'm stoked for that.
Why? Every game is coming back except Silent Hill.
Or is it? Because there's been some rumors from leaker type people that have said that they're Konami is shopping around for God, they're so distracting. Konami's shopping around. They want to maybe do a reboot,
A shreboot?
reimagining, a shreboot, perhaps, and maybe a Telltale type side game for Silent Hill. That might be happening. Don't know.
Yep. So,
and additionally, Christoph Gans, the director of Silent Hill 1, the movie, he said that he's directing a third Silent Hill movie, which is better than the second Silent Hill movie. But, what's gonna happen now? Is Sean Bean gonna be James Sunderland? What else could happen? I don't know. Anyway, this room is famous.
yes, picked a bad time to bring that
Sorry.
up. No, me. I brought it up. But no, this is legit. Like, this is my favorite thing about Silent Hill 3. Like, look at it's going on Heather.
Yep.
It's just so neat.
It just transfers from the mirror world to this world. And
Yep.
That's some tasty symbolism right there.
And look, it's coming on the wall now. Oh man.
It's too good.
Oh man. God, this really aged well.
It looks great still. It's amazing. The texture artists on this game were freaking incredible at this. But yeah, you can't leave this room until that stops moving. Your reflection stops moving. And then the room starts hurting you.
Yep, you start taking damage. It's incredible.
And it becomes super dark and you can't see the door anymore.
Yeah, it's wonderful when like people go in there and they try to leave and they can't, and then they stay in there and they think that something is supposed to happen. They're supposed to solve some kind of puzzle.
Oh yeah.
And then they don't know, like they can leave when she stops and then they get killed. I think that happened to me my first time.
That kind of is a puzzle, I guess.
Yeah, no, it is. So anyway,
good times in the spooky room.
Love it. Best part of Silent Hill 3 and IMHO. But yeah, Christoph Gans, huh? I mean, I'll take him over the dude who directed Silent Hill Revelations 3D.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why the fuck do we need another Silent Hill movie?
Well, I would like a movie adaptation of Silent Hill 2. Not lying about that. I want it to be super separate. I don't want any of the same actors in it. I want it to be like, this is not even, this is totally different.
Completely separated. Like,
no Sean Bean, no nobody. Just new actors, everybody.
Almost exactly the same thing that kind of happened with Silent Hill 2, the game, where it just kind of did its own thing.
Yes. This is another cool, spooky room, by the way.
It's me.
Yeah, we've got the Fukuro nurse in there, and Valtiel messing with her, and I don't know. It's just a spooky, smoky room. It's supposed to look vaguely sexual, but like also not. Like vaguely violent, vaguely sexual, blurry, like voyeurism stuff. And it's I like it, spooky. Also, the Lisa's I mean, we call it Lisa's mouth. It's got braces on it there. I think that's interesting too. Oh, there's just famous thing after famous thing in this episode.
Wowie.
We can't even talk about commentary things. There's too much famous shit happening.
All the famous things getting called by famous people that are famously changed in the HD collection.
Yeah. For the worse.
For the worse.
Yeah.
That's not realistic. It's not connected to anything. How is it powered?
Ding, CinemaSins, ding.
Oh no,
ding,
no, don't
ding,
I wasn't prompting
ding,
that. No,
ding.
stop. Oh, shivering.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I love her face. This is like a really well acted scene, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the acting in this game is like really well done. Like,
Who are you?
Oh, okay, thanks. Happy birthday, dear. Who are you?
I also like the happy birthday caller, like the tinder of his voice.
yes.
Is that the word for it? The timbre of his voice?
Is this Leonard?
I'm sure he's on Tinder too.
Yeah, he's probably on Tinder. This guy's kind of spooky.
Yep.
Spooky in a unsettling, weird way.
Yeah.
But I like his like nerdy sounding voice.
Yes.
And they make him ridiculous in the HD collection. It's ridiculous.
Is this Leonard?
That's the murderer's name, not my name. I'm not your beloved Stanley either. He's underground now. His new name is Number 7.
Quite ridiculous.
Worry about that now.
I can't imitate his voice because I have a cold a little bit, but he just like gets really gruff and really high and then really gruff again. Like he's like got a split personality. It's just so stupid.
He's really playing it up.
It's hammy.
Yeah.
Even more hammy than like these games normally are.
Which do you prefer? To give pain?
I always thought this was the voice actor for Vincent, but it turns out I think it's a different person, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. I think in our interview with Blaustein, he lets us know who is the actor who actually did this scene.
Yeah, it's escaping my mind right now.
Yeah, I forget.
It's
I forget the
it's
dude's
not
name.
it's not Clifford Ripple. He's Vincent.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was some other guy. I forget the dude's name. But yeah.
Oh,
it was a
put it
different
in post commentary. Boop, there's his name.
As far as the birthday caller, I don't know if that's Leonard or not. I never thought it was Leonard. And in fact, the actor is a different actor than Leonard. It was a guy named Dennis Fault who did that birthday voice, along with the voice of the haunted house.
guy. Wow, incredible
Great.
debate.
Well, duh, the phone's not connected. But what? But
What? Huh?
but
What?
who was phone?
Who? What?
Oh, so cute.
I can't do that when I'm coming out of a cold.
We're both sick.
Yeah.
We're bringing you the content regardless right now. We're sick of this hiatus too.
The rare occasion when VoidBurger is sick in addition to me.
We're both sick.
It's like when
I'm never sick, and you're always sick.
it's like when the second hand and the minute hand meet, or the hour hand meet. It's like I'm the second hand constantly getting sick, and you're the hour hand never getting sick. Anyways.
Oh, another fun thing in this level. This is called the monster in the locker, but it's clearly fucking Valtiel. I don't know why it has a separate name on the Silent Hill wiki.
Who shoved Valtiel in a locker?
He is a fucking nerd, though.
He is. He's always like protecting Heather and stuff. God, fucking nerd.
He's really into valves. Like, that's a hobby. Fucking freak. Get in there.
I'm just imagining someone like dumping Valtiel's books.
Pyramid Head dumping Valtiel's books.
Like, just he's got like a bunch of books on valves and shit, and like some fucking jock dude is like dumping his, like slapping him out of his hands.
It's Homecoming Pyramid Head, the really buff one.
Oh man, that Chad. Is that what the kids say?
Yes,
Is it
that Chad.
It's Chad.
I like that there's like a bloody nurse uniform on the wall, and Heather is like, does it mean anything?
That's every Silent Hill fan.
Does it mean anything?
Does it mean anything?
I love it.
Anyway, back to this noise.
Back to this floor.
It's like grinding teeth. God, ugh. It's like TMJ incarnate. Anyway.
I hate them. I hate Slurpers. They're too good at fucking me up, man. They're way too good. I'm glad no one's sassing me about being shit at the combat. I'm fully aware. You really don't need to tell me about it. But here's a good opportunity to look at this beautiful blood drip on this wall on the left.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's so
Incredible.
good.
So good.
It's like the nicest blood drip I've ever seen.
You know, I hope
Wow.
that like doing a graphical like upgrade of Silent Hill 3 is kind of like I want to say pointless. But because it lasts, it really stands up really well.
Hey, look at that. It's that particular painting from Silent Hill 1.
Radical. Without the shapes on it. Draw the shapes on it, Heather. But anyway, yeah, like Silent Hill 1, like I can understand like Konami's wish to do like, and you know, a lot of people's wish to do like a graphical up-res of that. I mean, I think that would really benefit.
I mean, Resident Evil fans get their beautiful remakes.
God damn it. That's another thing. Why are you reminding me of all these things that make me angry? Resident Evil gets their upgrade. We're gonna have Resident Evil 3 here in a little bit. Oh my god, I love that game so much. We're gonna get
I can't wait to play it. I've never played it.
Well, I'm glad you're playing it now.
I know. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited about the Mr. X AI and how they're updating it, because my like when I was playing games back in the day, I'm fucking old as shit apparently. Like Mr. X, specifically Nemesis and Pyramid Head were like my dudes. They were the greatest fucking like monsters, and I would do all this fucking shitty fan art and stuff. Don't ask me to give you any of it. But like, yeah,
I
they
mean,
were like,
I drew fan art like crazy of Pyramid Head as a kid.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you have to post your fan art.
I don't know where it is. So
Me
all the
either.
it's all the way in New York in a drawer somewhere, I think. It exists though. Maybe one day I'll find it and post it.
But yeah, that shit. Oh man, those were like, yeah, and seeing Nemesis like fully up-resed is like, oh
he looks
man,
gorgeous.
it's crazy, and the fucking elongated teeth he's got going on. Oh dude, he looks so fucking killer. Anyway, I watched that fucking trailer for RE3 remake and just, oh fuck man, I can't wait to play that.
It's gonna be good.
And then like,
Well, why can't we have nice things is my only question.
man, I don't know. It's like, did we do something wrong?
I think maybe we did. I'm starting to think that, like, because the fandom is so vitriolic, like I don't get the same impression from the Resident Evil fandom, like the same like mood as the Silent Hill fandom's got. Like the Silent Hill fandom is really rude and virulent, like really fucking rude. Like, you know, we're way into death threats and stuff, and it's like, wow, I don't know if Resident Evil fans are quite as vitriolic as Silent Hill fans are, but I'm starting to think that maybe we don't get nice things because we're not nice people, developers. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure that at some point someone was a dickhead.
Because, like, Resident Evil has definitely changed over the years, and there's been, like, you know, controversy and a little bit of backlash here and there. Like, you know, it went from, like, a survival horror, like, thing to, like, Chris Redfield punches a boulder.
Yep. And then both of those things with Resident Evil 7 or 6.
Yeah, and then it went back to like, but it's like you know, reimagined as first person. Like, you know, it has like this kind of fluidity of genre that it can play with a little bit. And for some reason, every time there was like a slight change in Silent Hill, everybody fucking pooped their pants over it. And then when they went back to it, they were like, "This is too similar. I want something different." And I think it's like, because nobody knows what the fans want, and everybody's super mad all the time, there's not a lot of incentive to make remakes and make new Silent Hill games. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what, like...
And I was one of those fans also, like, you know, disclaimer. Just throw that out there. I was also a nasty fan like that too, so...
I mean, I think we all were at some point.
Yeah.
But like...
But the culture made it a little more acceptable to be like that, though. And I don't know. Maybe Resident Evil is full of nasty people too. I don't know. But it seems like Silent Hill has a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's also incredible to me that Resident Evil was able to get away with not only like changing the perspective with Resident Evil 7, but then they did it amazingly well.
Yeah.
And then they did the RE2 make.
Yeah.
And they did over-the-shoulder combat, like traditional like survival horror, really, really well. And it's like, God damn it.
That
like,
game ruled.
Fuck. You guys, it was really cool to be a Resident Evil fan. I'm really jealous of you guys. Like, that shit's amazing.
I know. Super jealous.
Like, I'm fucking jealous. But, yeah. It would be cool if that happened to Silent Hill, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
Because I would die.
It's also like, you know, now there's rumors floating around that like, oh, there might be two new Silent Hill games in the works. There might be there's probably going to be a third movie because Christoph Gans's just kind of like very casually talking about it, like it was definitely happening.
And the Fatal Frame movie, which is pretty fucking
cool. That is cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see what he does with Fatal Frame.
It's still like, unless there is a physical game of Silent Hill in my hands, I feel like I'm not ready to believe it's real yet. You know?
I said the exact same thing last night when I was talking about it with a friend, and like, I feel like I'm an idiot if I start believing these rumors, especially some of the rumors. Even though I really, really want to believe the rumor, like the rumor about Kojima and Konami getting back together. Sorry, not sorry. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're just wasting it now. But yeah.
It's infinite.
Whatever. You're wasting the infinity.
That's how it feels. That's how it feels to be a Silent Hill fan, wasting the infinity. Like you have an infinite well of hope that gets dashed time and time again.
Every single time someone starts talking about
and you don't
shit.
learn. You never learn. Like I get comments all the time, like on the Silent Hill 1 Let's Play. That's like, oh wow, you were actually excited for Shattered Memories. This is fucked up. Oh god. And like us talking about PT and Silent Hills in the Silent Hill 2 Let's Play. I get comments from people being like, oh god, this is such a strange little sad time capsule of how excited you were about this thing. Oh dear.
It's really unfortunate.
And this video right here is going to be another strange time capsule of us not quite believing that more games are going to happen or a movie's going to happen or whatever. And future people will get to comment down below, future people, about how fucking dumb we are.
Well, I'm not dumb. I'm not believing it.
God damn it.
I'm not dumb anymore. I believed Silent Hills was going to be a thing, and that turned out to not be a thing, even though everything pointed to it being a thing.
It's true.
Fucking nonsense happened, and woe and behold. Not lo and behold, is woe and behold. Anyway, so there's that rumor that Kojima and Konami are getting back together, and then that's one of the projects that Konami is outsourcing to Kojima Productions is Silent Hill, and that's the game that Masahiro Ito was talking about, and when he said that he hoped that it didn't get canceled, and then all of your hopes get risen up.
I don't know, man.
And then, oh wait, of course that's not gonna fucking happen. Because nothing good happens to Silent Hill fans.
We're stuck in a hell of our own making, and it's very ironic that that's what's going on here. I love, like, oh, there's rumors that Kojima and Konami are getting back together. It sounds like, you know, a hopeful child of divorced parents being like, I think mom and dad are getting along really well. Like, I don't know, maybe they'll get back together.
Oh, man, it's so fucking sad. Oh, anyway.
It's sad.
It's just depressing at this point. Like, fuck. Anyway, oh, God. And I don't give a shit, Christoph Gans. Make your fucking Silent Hill 2 movie. Fucking whatever. It's gonna be weird. I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter.
Put Sean Bean in it. Do something else.
Or put Sean Bean in it and fucking kill him, finally. He's lived past his due. You're not allowed to contractually be to have Sean Bean in your movie without killing him after 3 parts of a series.
3 parts. That's a new record for him, I think.
I know, right?
Right?
Well, I mean, if you count episodes, he was alive in Game of Thrones for longer, but
yeah, that's true.
Those are just episodes.
But if you count seasons, he wasn't.
Yep.
Anyway, we talked over it, but this corpse is Stanley Coleman.
Sup, Stanley? Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. But yeah, our creepy stalker, he's gone. That's good, at least. That's good news.
He gone.
But yeah, when you approach that gurney, he makes some like noises. And the wiki for some reason thinks that it's him whispering Heather's name. It's like, I have amplified that audio left and right and upside down. He does not fucking say anything constituting English. Like, it's just guttural noises.
I'm suddenly reminded of the whisper in that one room in Silent Hill 2.
Oh, yeah.
And
somebody figured it out, and it is just somebody just fucking muttering nothing.
No,
right?
Yeah, it's a stock clip of, it was a voice from a what do you call those? Like a Foley DVD or CD, and it was like stock sound effects, and one of them was that, and they just threw it into the game because they thought it was creepy. He's literally saying nothing. It's just gibberish.
What a letdown.
Seriously, like, and everyone was like looking into that and like, oh, he's saying like, it was like a shopping list, and he was like saying what he was going to do that day.
And it ended with kill my wife, and no, it's just some garbage. Sorry.
It's the perfect metaphor for certain aspects of the Silent Hill series.
Yeah, and the fandom.
Yeah.
So the crematorium that we just left has a very hard puzzle in it on hard mode, which you should check out the bonus video of, because I regret to tell you that everybody's been solving this puzzle wrong for about 15 years.
Ba-da-bam.
Ba-dam-bam. That's all you gotta know about that. Go watch the video. It's some crazy shit, guys.
That's why we're silent. We're waiting for you to go and click on go and do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now.
And maybe I'll put like a little thing in the upper right corner that's like, go to that video.
Or you can just murder this lady with the pipe.
My shiniest pipe.
Oh. I like you're learning. You're doing overhead attacks and thrusts. So it's like,
knowing me, that was probably a accident.
No, it's strategy.
I don't know.
You know what you're doing.
I don't know what I do.
Does anyone know what they're doing, really? Answer: sometimes.
No.
Anyway, look at them capillaries.
Yeah, this hallway's a fucking mess.
Happy birthday.
I think this is like the only thing in Silent Hill that has not been written in blood, and that's only because the whole rest of the hallway is blood.
Wow, that was good. I like that.
That guy got me.
The animation just like broke, kind of flew at your face.
Boom.
Okay, so
He's got the zoomies.
he do. He do. Oh, she doesn't like what she just saw. She's out.
Can you believe how many enemies they throw at you in this other world? This is like so rude.
I mean, this is definitely emblematic of the shift that Silent Hill 3 took versus Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, and like Masahiro Ito was saying that like his boss was like, more combat, more combat, more combat. And it's like, here we have a hallway with 4 freaking dudes in it, chewing my lungs and heart out.
The atmosphere used to be the fog. Now it is just a fuck ton of nurses coming at you with guns.
The atmosphere is me lying on the ground, surrounded by things eating my face.
In Silent Hill 2, the mist was a mystery. Now it's smoke from all the guns that the bullets that the nurses are firing at you. Gun smoke.
Oh, and how many nurses do we have in this fucking room? We've got 3! Oh, thank
Party!
you, Gabe.
Hey, what's up, Heather? How you doing? Happy birthday.
Wow, what a wonderful surprise party. That is apparently not a glitch. People in the comments said it's not a glitch.
It's a glitch.
No.
It's not supposed to work like that.
People in the comments said that they you can hear them over the screens, over the pause screens and stuff. Not pause, select screens.
Oh, I'm sure if we're talking about whether that's a glitch for like whether that's like intended, like that's another question versus like is that how it works in Silent Hill 3 on the PS2? Sure.
It's in the PS2. Yes, that's what we mean.
Dude.
What?
All right, fine. I'm not gonna get into it, but like, dude, no. Like in the fucking menu, that's the only sound you hear. The only sound throughout the entire game is just a. That does sound like a tummy.
Yay, a birthday card for me. And yeah, nobody's getting the birthday motif in this level is like, giving her all sorts of wrong ages for her birthday, but they're all technically correct because she is a reincarnation of Alessa Gillespie. Spoiler alert.
What? I can't believe you just gave it away like that. Wow.
But yeah, all those ages are technically correct.
Technicality.
Depends on how you think of it.
That's like Silent Hill itself. No, I'm being crazy. Never mind. I got the sniffles. This place gives me the sniffles. I'm commenting about it, so now you have to leave the sniffle in.
Wow, jeez.
I'm a little stinker. I love the idea of this teen girl walking around with the fucking machine gun and a flamethrower, just like lighting everything she sees on fire.
I mean, I don't blame her in this situation.
No, 100%. Like, you go, Heather.
So, like, all this stuff is leading up to pouring that dude's blood on this gurney here. And I think, like, I read that a lot of people didn't know what to do here, but it's like, I don't know, I think it's pretty obvious because there's a freaking drawing of that guy being bloodlet right there, so...
Yeah.
Also, here is a thing that pisses me off about... About the boiler non-explosion thing theory.
Oh, shit. Oh, go off.
Because the victim is burned alive.
Interesting.
Ta-da! Right there. And it's a dignified ceremony. Only the clergy can be sacrificed. Alessa was the daughter of the priestess in the clergy. Ta-da! Shut the fuck up! She was burnt on purpose!
Oh, weird. Sun god? Interesting. I wonder what else happens on the sun. Maybe fire?
Okay. But...
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just saying that the people that don't think the fire was part of the ritual, what the fuck? Why would you think that? Everything else strongly implies that that's the case. So
yeah, I was watching this video on YouTube, which, I'm sorry, but sometimes you gotta. I was watching this video from this dude who was talking about like the history of Silent Hill, and he was like, man, some people just, people think that they get Silent Hill, but a lot of them actually don't. And I'm like, well, you know, not really. Like, most people get it, but like, and then he goes, yeah, like when Alessa blew up the boiler in her basement, and I'm just like fucking face palming IRL. Like, oh my god, no. No.
It's a cover up.
Y'all, man, like, of all the things to not look into, you chose the one that was like pretty much there to like not look anything else into.
It's hardly subtext. It's practically text that was a cover up.
The submarine came to the surface, opened its hatch, and said, there was no fucking boiler explosion. It was a fucking, like, cover-up. That's part of the... Anyway, and then you tell the submarine to go away.
But anyway, using that blood makes this fucking hole appear out of nowhere. And this is where the, like, boss fight happens, so hope you, saved before you did that, because you can't backtrack after that point to get ammo or health stuff. Hope you're just prepared. Prepared to meet Leonard, who I'm sure is a friend and not a bad person.
Spoilers for the Silent Hill Revelations 3D movie.
Oh my god, barely. Can't believe they got their fucking actual real actor.
For a day.
For a day. They got that
Filmed
guy
him in a
from
room.
Clockwork Orange, whose name I'm forgetting.
Leonard,
Oh, that guy.
He'll forgive you.
He won't see this.
You're so defeatist.
I don't think that praised actor what's-his-face is gonna watch this.
Christoph Gans is gonna watch this.
Why must we reward even the unbelievers?
Like, what is this? I love it.
what are you talking about?
About our plans, of course.
What does it grind? It must grind something, surely.
Water.
But first, one must
It's a water purification plant. See, there's the purity.
who hearken to the voice of God will be given the keys to paradise. Don't you think so, Heather?
Yeah, okay, Boomer. What are you talking about?
I think Silent Hill 3 has the highest
What do you mean by that?
instance of like when you think what the response is in your head, the kind of snarky shit that you would say, and then she actually fucking says it.
Yeah, I think the only other Silent Hill game I've played where the character has said something that I thought, like, wow, that's really believable, it's this. And Downpour actually had Murphy Pendleton actually go, fuck, when he, like, like fell or something. And I was like,
Yeah.
finally, someone screams fuck while they're falling.
Relatable.
Seal,
Eh?
Heretic, you plan to destroy God.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Look, mister, I'm getting trenchfoot as we speak. Can I go?
Anyway,
Look, I only brought one pair of clothes on this trip. It was kind of like we just left, and I didn't pack anything. I could barely grab any butter cake on the way out.
I was appointed by God to be its guardian.
Ah,
The only thing you'll get from me is a gruesome death.
okay, then can you just, like, get it over with then? Hey.
is that you?
No, I'm a different person entirely.
I just throw my voice.
Is every
Oh, Heather, you're the greatest.
Sassy mode activated.
anyway?
What?
So this kind of is a not great boss fight at all. This game ain't got good boss fights in it, really. IMHO. But it's super boring, and you just shoot this guy and you walk around, and
Yeah.
and he's kind of goofy, and he goes underwater, and that's about it. But I do want to point out that so later on, when Heather, Heather and Vincent do the whole monsters, they look like monsters to you. Like, that makes even more sense in this context, because she is killing a human being here. Leonard's a person. Like,
Yeah, like,
she's killing a person that is, like, okay, maybe corrupted by evil, maybe a monstrous person, okay, but a talking person.
A person who can take quite a few gunshots.
Yes, it's true.
Be that as it may.
She had a conversation with this monster before she was like, well, time to fucking lock and load and shoot this dude. So it lends more credence to the later conversation of monsters. They look like monsters to you?
Yep.
And then he's like, oh, never mind. I'm just fucking with you.
It's just a joke. Yeah. Yeah, I could have sworn we talked about this at some point, either in the Silent Hill 2 or maybe earlier in this one. But yeah, dude,
it could have been the previous episode, and it's been such a hiatus, I forgot we mentioned it. But here's the part I was talking about.
Yeah, but totally, like, this is totally evidence for that theory. And, like, people write it off, like, pretty quickly. And it's like, there's a bunch of evidence that Silent Hill is playing with your perspective. So, like, it's really not that out of left field to say that, like, she's actually killing people. Honestly,
or at least capable of it.
Honestly, I thought that, yeah, exactly. Honestly, I thought that that's the way that Silent Hill 2 was going to go at the end. Like, that they were going to reveal that all the things in the town that you were seeing were actually people who lived there, and you were just killing everyone.
Also, like, this fight feels kind of pointless because, like, we're only here because Vincent, who we don't actually trust, said we should meet this guy who actually turns out to be an evil jackass that has a thing that we're told is important, but spoiler alert, turns out to be, like, garbage that doesn't do anything.
Yep.
So this is kind of like, why did we even do any of this?
Yep. But, you know, Silent Hill 3 is kind of chock full of that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a couple tenuous plot threads in this.
Yeah.
Because, like, basically what we just did this whole, like, couple episodes here where we were in Brookhaven was, like, a wild goose chase, basically.
Yep.
Because we're going to go back to the hotel after this and talk to Vincent, and he's just going to say, like, oh, go to the amusement park. And it's like, oh, that's where we just should have gone to begin with.
Just gone there. It really feels, this is...
I guess I should head back to the motel now.
Yep.
I guess.
I mean, maybe...
Out of ideas.
But yeah, this is the part where it really, like, becomes obvious that they just wanted to recycle Brookhaven and, like, just use it again because they'd already had it, already had the assets for Silent Hill 2.
And I don't blame him for doing that. And I think, like, all things considered, it was a great recycle.
Yeah, no, it had, like we were saying it during this episode, like, this is probably the one part of Silent Hill 3 that has the most memorable scenes and, like, things that happen.
It almost feels like the cutting room floor of Brookhaven from Silent Hill 2, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, there was a whole bunch of ideas they didn't get to do, but they were really excited about for SH2, like the mirror room and the monster in the locker and stuff like that. Maybe they just got cut or something, and then it was like, oh, we can put them in if we do this. Hey.
Mm-hmm. And if they did it, like, in Silent Hill 3, but then they didn't just make everything have to connect to the plot of Silent Hill 1, and it's like, okay, maybe you can get away with more of that kind of thing and have it not be as kind of ham-fisted as it feels later on when you learn that, like, oh, the talisman means fucking nothing, and that entire trip was pointless.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I'm not. It's still cool, but
you can also say, like, well, this happened because Vincent thought this thing would do something.
Yeah, true.
And, like, yes, of course, but from, like, the, you know, meta perspective of, you know, just the narrative of the video game, this is kind of a pace-breaking thing that we're doing here, just going on a wild goose chase for something that doesn't end up mattering. And
you could make the case that it is actually pretty cool to have a character who is so full of himself like Vincent be actually fucking wrong about something, and that's a neat thing when it happens.
That's true.
And he's caught off guard.
His hubris ends him.
Wow. It's like a theme or something. Strange, weird.
So I thought I should put what happens if you don't leave this room at the end.
Do you die?
Gosh, yes. Yes, you do. You die. But I was like, oh, I wonder how long it takes you to die. I love that this gets blurry. That sync gets, like, really blurry looking and vague.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Neat. On the PlayStation 2, a lot more textures are like that.
I want to see more deaths at the end of the LP.
I think I do it a little bit more in later things.
Rad. I like just seeing how, because that's one of the things I love about like horror games is like how fun, and especially like Dead Space, is how much fun they have with like death scenes and stuff, and how creative you can get with that kind of thing.
Especially, I mean, Dead Space reveled in that. Like that was practically like the commercial for Dead Space was just look at all the fucking ways you can die in this game.
Yeah, it's so fucking gory. Wow, you like legit get eviscerated at some points.
Your mom hates to watch all the violence in this. That's the commercial.
Wasn't that the campaign for something? Wasn't that the campaign for Dead Space?
Yeah.
Your mom will. Oh yeah, you're totally right. I fucking forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
all the
incredible.
commercials were like moms watching like these violent cutscenes from him, just be like, "Oh, ooh, I don't like this." It was very like early 2000s advertising.